Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome back to Hermit Skies. Last time I did not have this awesome hat, and we made a mob farm. Today I want to fully automate the mob farm, and in order to do that we need to craft up a few things here, and we need to, basically get some more stuff. So let's just go ahead and get to it. It's a witch hat, by the way, I got from a legendary loot bag. These are some of the other things that I got from those loot bags, including like Staff of Traveling, the Ender, and a couple other things, along with a few diamonds, like a handful of diamonds that we received. Let's just go ahead and dump off this armor here. We also got some steel armor, which is a little bit of an improvement on our iron and bronze that we had before, so that's great. Looks like we also have some arrows here. Actually, let's just keep a stack of arrows on us. Oh, we already had a stack. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so today what we're going to do, we need to make a way to fully automate the mob farm. And I think the way we're going to do that is through this, the Advanced Item Collector. So this thing will collect our items, any items within a fairly large radius. So we need to make an item collector here. So obsidian, a hopper, and an ender pearl to make that. And then the advanced version requires an additional redstone torch and 2 glowstone. And we'll put that on top of a chest. And then we need to basically run item conduits over to something like this with a drawer controller and a bunch of basic drawers. So let me get some of that stuff and we'll go down to the mob farm to set it up. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have a chest and a advanced item collector. Now all we need are a bunch of conduits, which are made like this. We need conduit binders and pulsating iron nuggets. Conduit binders require some sand, some gravel, and some clay, all of which are fairly straightforward to get. But the pulsating iron, we need to make this, which, let's see if we can see how we make this. We can cast it. How do we actually make the base nugget, though? Let's see. Uses. Item conduit. Okay, how do we make pulsating iron in Ender IO? Is there a recipe for that? I see that. Oh, here we go. Ender pearl and iron nugget. Okay. Ender pearl and iron nuggets. Yeah, so ender pearl and iron nugget in an alloy smelter. So let's go ahead and get that going. So we got our ender pearls. Let's grab a few more maybe. And then some iron. There we go. Let's make our way right over here to our alloy smelter. We probably won't have too many be made here because we don't have that much power production, so maybe we need to get a few more. I think we definitely need to get a few more ways to produce power besides just this basic generator. Yeah, because that's only going to make a few nuggets. This might be enough though for right now. We should definitely look into power generation in the future though. And we also are going to need a item filter or two, so we'll make a basic item filter right here with some paper and a hopper. That's something we'll definitely need. Yeah, this might actually be enough, believe it or not. And we'll just wait here. This will probably be the last one that it's going to make, I'm guessing. Might have just enough power, maybe. Come on, make it, make it. 82%. Didn't quite make it the last way. But there we go, that actually completed a quest. Sweet, so Pulse Alloy quest now complete. Let's go ahead and see where we're at. Right here, unclaimed rewards. Let's go for the middle one this time around. See if we get anything decent. Hopefully we get something amazing. Come on, one time. Ooh, chance cube. Okay. Alright, I've heard these can be very good or very, very bad. So, we might have to, make a bridge out at the end of the episode and open them, way far away from our base. Let's put these right in here for now. But we got our pulsating iron, so let's go ahead and make our pulsating nuggets, pulsating iron nuggets. Make a couple of those. We'll probably need a bunch of this, so let's just go ahead and make a bunch of that up. And then I'll go ahead and make the, the binder conduit? Yeah, I'll go ahead and make this. We also need to smelt this, which is going to happen in the alloy smelter. So we do need power. So let's look into power generation for our Ender IO machines over there. So in terms of power production, I think what we're going to go for is we're going to go for this, the magmatic generator. This thing produces energy from lava and other fluids you can pump into it. It requires steel, some magma blocks, some furnaces, and a singularity tank, which is just iron and glass. So I think I have pretty much everything I need for this thing. Let's just grab a few iron, and we also need some magma blocks, which I believe Yeah, is actually stored on here. So let's just grab a few of these. We also need a furnace, which we got right in here. And so let's go ahead and make this thing. So first things first, we need the singularity tanks, which I think are like this, right? Yeah, singularity tank. Maybe we should make... Should we make 2 of these? Let's just try one of these, see how it goes. Then we need steel, which I have on me right here. And we got steel right there. We got the furnace right there. Singularity tank. And then... What was the other thing? Magma blocks. Right, we got those. Okay, there we go. Magmatic generator. Bum, bum, bum. Sweet. So I'm going to place this down over here. Ooh, it runs off grid power, though. Ooh, does it really? Shoot. Alright, let's put this down. Real quick here. So, always on. Speed upgrades. Do I need power to run this? Shouldn't it run itself if it's a generator? I don't know. I think we now need to try... Let me just see if I grab a bucket here. Let me see what happens. It doesn't... Will this, like, actually run by itself here? And power stuff? Does this not interact with... Okay, it's producing 9,000 RF. It's not going up. And you know what, guys? I was actually an idiot. We don't actually need any energy conduits here. We just need to put the magmatic generator right next to these machines. And then they'll start to fill up with RF. So as you can see here, yeah, this is all distributing its power to both of these machines here on the sides. So yeah, we're pretty much set there. And yeah, now we can pretty much make whatever we want. Alright guys, so as I have this magmatic generator down now, I want to actually go ahead and we're smelting up some glass now because we need that for the fluid conduits. I'm thinking I'm actually going to go ahead and make a new power generation source right here though, using the lava and the lava tanks here and cobblestone generators, because I don't think we'll need any more obsidian. But this has already basically filled up this machine, and yeah, it's having no issues at all. Filling up this machine as well. So I think we can actually make a pretty decent source of power with the lava and just what we have here if we connect these two up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to see how that is going to work out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we now have ourselves a pretty decent source of power here with these 5 magmatic generators all filling up these Ender IO machines we have right here. And I also think I want a capacitor bank, because that is something that will save us a lot of time and a lot of energy, a lot of wasted energy otherwise. So let's go ahead and look up capacitor banks. So capacitor, here we go, capacitor bank, basic capacitor bank. This holds 10 million RF, requires basic capacitors, block of redstone, and iron, which is a pretty cheap recipe. Let's see what the next level up is. Next level up is 50 million, requires double layer capacitors, which has energetic alloy and pulverized coal, plus just basic capacitors as well. Then we have the vibrant capacitor bank, which is quite expensive with the octadic capacitor. So we'll probably go for, let's go for the middle range one, the regular capacitor bank. I think 50 million RF is a good amount to store over there. I also went ahead and upgraded my energy conduits. So this is the tier 2 energy conduit, which can output 51,000 per tick, which I'm not sure how much these actually output. Yeah, I don't know how much these output, but I'm sure it's some, a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and make this basic, or not the basic capacitor. Let's go ahead and make the regular capacitor bank that can store 50 million. This one right here. All right, guys, so we're making up the final components of our capacitor right here. We're just making some electrical steel. I think we just need, shoot, we just need 4. Yep, I'm making way too much, I think. There we go, 8, that's perfect. Let's just go ahead and, yeah, I guess make one more, that'll work. Man, we're having major inventory issues all the time now. So let's just dump this stuff off. And we're getting a lot of quests done as well. So there we go, electrical steel, quest complete. Let's go ahead and go over here and make the capacitor bank. I think we can now make this. Let's see, we need to make a redstone block, which is pretty straightforward. There we go. We got the capacitors, double layer capacitors, 4 of those. And then we have electrical steel. So I think we have everything now. So let's try and move it in. There we go. Capacitor bank, 50 million RF. Perfect. Right there. And there's also a quest completed. Fantastic. And let's go ahead and put this right there. And now we should see this thing start to increase. Yep, very good. Always active, always active. Yeah, okay, that's good. All these are all full up. Yeah, perfect. All right. All right, guys, so we now have a system that is putting out a total of about 200 RF per tick. And we already have 1 million stored up in here, and all these machines are all fully powered and everything. So that will be awesome. That will help us out quite a bit. And I think we also might want to upgrade these magmatic generators, like see if there's some speed upgrades we can put in there. So let's go ahead and see what we got. So we're looking at some speed upgrades. Looks like this increases speed of operations. Yeah, this looks like it. We need block of redstone, gold, and an upgrade base, which we need a resonator for. We put a weighted pressure plate and a resonator, and that gives us the upgrade base. So how do we make a resonator? Block of coal, redstone, resonating redstone crystal, and then iron. Okay, I think we can do that. So let's see if we got that stuff over here real quick. Alright guys, so we have currently some speed upgrades here, which will help these things produce energy faster. Right now, if I go ahead and look in here, it looks like they produce at 40 RF per tick right now. So, yeah, that would make sense because we have 40 times 5 generators is 200, which is what is coming in here roughly. But I actually need to make sure that's out of there. There we go. Yeah, you can see about 200 RF per tick. But in order to get the speed upgrade, we have to be generating grid power. So you see here, power penalty, 1 level is plus 1 GP. That means we need grid power from extra utilities to use these speed upgrades at all. Otherwise, I guess this stops everything from working. Yeah, otherwise that stops everything from working. So we need to look into some grid power from extra utilities. We could just sit here and manually crank this mill, but I don't think that's a very good method long term. So if we look at extra utilities, there should be actually let's see what we got in terms of like extra utilities and what we can craft here. Alright guys, it looks like from extra utilities we have a couple of options to generate power. We have these solar panels right here, which each give 1 grid power right here. So there's 3 of them, so that would give us 3 grid power if we crafted them like this. Then we have some lunar panels, I believe. Yeah, lunar panels, which require lunar reactive dust, which you put that in a resonator and you get lunar reactive dust. So that would help us. If we had both these, we could generate power during the day and the night at 3 grid power per craft. Then we have the water mill, which is a little bit more expensive, but it gives 4 grid power. And you have to have flowing blocks beside it. Then we have the windmill, which is 1 grid power, but it basically can north-south blocks must be okay, cool. So it generates power from the wind, like just passively. So that is pretty cool as well. So I'm thinking maybe the water mill, because that gives 4 grid power. So maybe that is the way to go. Yeah, I think that would be the way to go. So let's see if we can go ahead and craft up some water mills. Might be cool to like maybe have like some type of fountain in the middle here. Like in the middle of our base. I'll probably move this stuff over, and this thing will probably be moved over to the side here. But if we had like some type of like fountain feature with the water mills, it could be kind of interesting. Because they look kind of cool actually. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, let's try and make this happen with a couple of water mills. Alright guys, so I think this is where we're going to put our water mills since we can't put the water on top like that. You can see no powers used / generated right there. So since we can't do that, I'm going to go ahead and just do something like this, I think. So you can see here, yeah, we have power generated 14 and total power is 5 out of 28. So we're using 5 grid power out of 28 total. And the 5 that we're using is actually these magmatic generators over here. So each one of these with the speed upgrade is using 1 grid power essentially. And so that, yeah, you can see it says right there, power drain 1. So yeah, 5 of them, that's 5 out of the 28. So we have 28 still to use if we need it. And this thing is actually starting to fill up now. We got 21.2 million RF in there. So we can make pretty much whatever we want to. And we're actually going to right now make, I think, some item conduits, because I do want to get down there to make the farm fully automatic. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and grab some pulsating iron and some conduit binder, and this should give us some item conduits. There we go. I think 32 will probably, well, let's do 41. That's good enough. Then we also need some item filters. So item filter. And I think just this basic one will work, so we just need iron and paper. So we should have all of those. Let's just get a little bit of paper from here. And we'll get a little bit of iron if we don't have it. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of iron as well. And let's just make, yeah, 2 of these. And then we'll need some wood. So let's just grab a little bit of this. There we go. And we'll just make ourselves some chests. Grab some iron, make ourselves some hoppers here. There we are. Hoppers. Perfect. Get the paper out. And there is our item filter right there. And we'll make another one like that. So we'll make 2 item filters just like so. And then we have the... Where is it? Somewhere in here. We have the, yeah, diamond chest and the advanced item collector. We're going to use these as well. So let's go ahead and get down to the mob farm and let's make a new system. Alright guys, so our mob farm sorter is now up and should be working now. There's still a few other minor tweaks I want to do, and I want to make sure I have all the necessary drops in each one of these drawers here. But essentially what's going to happen, we're going to slay the mobs here. The drops are going to be collected by this advanced item collector, put into this chest, and then taken down by this item conduit to this compacting, or not compacting drawer, this drawer controller rather. This will then distribute the items here. You see I've locked a lot of these drawers with a key. That's why they have a little keyhole up there. And yeah, then basically if one of these drawers becomes full and can't hold any more items, then the item will at that point go to the trash can up here. And the reason that works is because we have a low priority on this, whereas we have a high priority on this one right here. We have a priority 1 on this one right here. Then these compacting drawers here, these are going to basically, whenever we have a, let's see if I can do this. Whenever we have 4 uncommon loot bags, this will make 1 rare loot bag, and then we pull the rare loot bag out of this, so we extract always from this, and we put it into this one. So we put the rare loot bag via this item filter into this compacting drawer right here. So we should always have legendary loot bags to pull out of this, and yeah, legendaries will be the only ones that we open from here on out. Alright guys, so now all we have to do is just run the farm for a little bit. And by the way, I replaced the trash can temporarily with the iron chest just to see what type of stuff we will be throwing away. Just so I make sure to not accidentally throw something away that's super rare or something. So let's go ahead and run this farm a few times and we'll see what we need to do. And then I'll replace the chest with the trash can and make sure we have all these other drawers and stuff locked. So give me 1 second here. Let's go ahead and run the farm and we will see what we get from this farm. Okay guys, so as you can see here, our mob farm is working quite well. I'm just going to block up some of the other slots in my inventory here and just go around and slay all these mobs. And you can see it initially comes toward me, but then the advanced item collector quickly picks it up and collects everything in the appropriate slots. So that is fantastic. Everything's working very, very well here. You can see I'm at 99 levels, so we want something to collect experience. We should be able to see, yeah, everything going in here. So next thing to come in should be bones. Yep, right there. You just saw a couple pop in there. And yeah, it collects everything quite quickly here. Now, there is a few other things that you can get besides just these items here. So you can get like bows and stuff, but those are all being deleted via the trash can. So, you know, something like this iron helmet that's not really needed anymore. It's just going to be straight up deleted. But all the useful stuff I think I have in these drawers here. However, there is one thing which I don't have here. I'm actually going to get out another set of 2 drawers here. And we also want to, let's see, I want to put some of this stuff away here for the moment. Let's just put all this in there. And that should be good. And the stuff that is not included here in this drawer list is because we haven't actually developed the stuff to make it happen yet, but I want to do that right now. So what I want to do is I want to be able to farm wither skeletons here as well. So that is something we are going to develop right now, and actually we need a couple of spider eyes for this, so let's just grab a few of those. We're going to need 8 spider eyes. And basically what you can do is you can take 8 spider eyes and a seed, and that gets you some mycelium seeds, which you can right click on dirt to make the dirt into mycelium. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that and get hopefully a few blocks of mycelium here. So let's go on up. There we go. Perfect. And let's just make our way over here to get some of this dirt, which I think we should have quite a bit of. So let's just grab a few of those. There we go. And let's go ahead and make like a little mycelium patch right here in the middle of this area. Or actually, yeah, it doesn't really matter where we put this at. We'll just do it like this for right now, I say. Something like that. And let's go ahead and put a... Well, this is not actually going to work. Let's just quickly break these. Let's just put these in the middle here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, cool. So then we'll just right-click here, and there we go. There's some mycelium. So the reason we want to grow some mycelium here is because, number one, it's useful to have mycelium. And number two, we want to have mycelium because if you place a barrel with water next to it, as I have done here, then you can see it's now transforming from water to what is called witch water. And witch water actually can transform skeletons into wither skeletons. It'll transform creepers into charged creepers, and a bunch of other really crazy stuff, like pigs into zombie pigmen and squid into ghasts, stuff like that. So that's why we want to have this mycelium down here, and also it doesn't hurt to have other mycelium nearby, and also to get a little bit of mycelium for future use. But yeah, you can see the water is already starting to turn sort of a dark purple, which is exactly what we want to see here. And we actually can't right-click this and take this out at the moment because it's transforming. So we'll wait for that to turn to full 100% witch water. Then we'll pick it up and go down and see if there's any additional drops we can now pick up from the transform mobs, which we're going to transform with the witch water. Alright, so it's at 93%, 95%. I'm going to back up a little. I'm not sure if anything like actually happens here when it gets to 100%. There we go, witch water. Yeah, sweet. Alright, so let's grab it out of here. And let's go down and test this out on our mob farm down here. So let's just head on down this way. And we should be teleported. There we go. Okay, let's just slay. Oh man, okay. Let's back up for a moment here. Let's just switch our mob sounds down because it's overwhelming at times. And let's just slay these mobs here. We'll put down the witch water. I think this shouldn't affect... Maybe it will. I'm not really sure. But I don't think it should affect, like, anything with regards to, like, the mobs dying on the spikes. Or getting down to half a heart on the spikes. I'm pretty certain it shouldn't. Alright guys, so I just want to show you here, the regular skeletons here will change into wither skeletons. Yep, as they are right now. Whenever you put witch water in there. So that's pretty awesome. And then we can just come in and slay them right here. And hopefully we'll get some good drops. We also got some sulfur apparently from some of those creepers in there. Very good. And yeah, right there for instance we got some carbon. So yeah, you can definitely tell they're wither skeletons in there. And let's just slay these dudes, and there we go. So, witch water is indeed working. We also went ahead and we got a bunch more drops besides like the carbon and stuff. So let me just put this stuff in. So guys, with the addition of this witch water here, if I put this down, we can get a whole bunch of additional drops, including like carbon, drops of evil, withered ribs. We can get wither skeleton skulls, eyes of the storm, some coal, necrotic bones, all the drops you can get from wither skeletons and from charge creepers we can now get in here. So I added those to the system and put the trash can back up there, and now I think this system is fully complete. So it's gonna be very good to have this witch water here. We can also get dimlets, by the way, from this, since I think apparently dimlets drop from charged creepers. So if let me see if I can just get this one out of here. If I get this and then open this up, yeah, you can see we got a whole bunch of dimlet structures and type controllers, and I'm not really sure what these are, but yeah, I'm guessing it's a pretty good drop since charged creepers do drop it. So that's pretty awesome. I like that a lot, and having this option with the witch water definitely helps improve the farm. So yeah, I think that will be it for me today, guys. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed the video. We got a lot of stuff done this episode, and hopefully, yeah, you guys enjoyed it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.